August 28th. Forecast. Fair weather. Now we figure that where the Doria is concerned, there's no stopping us. Naturally, we want to make it a clean sweep and salvage the Perseus safe before we go home. Inside Mother, we've forgotten that our life support team is getting by on 3 or 4 hours of sleep. They're on the verge of exhaustion.
Steve is having a slight flu. He's a little green around the gills. He said it would be nice to go ashore for a week and come back.
For Christ's sake, let me tell you something. Last night,
Yes?
I had 102 fever,
You had 102 fever last night?
which is my way of saying it's too bad that he's got a little bit of flu.
August 28th, 9 p.m.
I believe I go into the elevator like this land.
There's a solid landmark, an elevator shaft within 10 feet of where the Perseus safe is supposed to be.
The elevator facing it, I crawled inside there and I would crawl back.
Compared with the bank safe, this one ought to be a piece of cake.
And we should get rid of this crap. I agree.
Down on the bell.
The situation's unnatural at this point, and we shouldn't even be discussing it. I mean, the divers aren't fit to dive. They should be brought out. It's just as simple as that.
I'll stop.
I can't diagnose pneumonia over a radio, but I do know what leads up to it, and what leads up to it is what they've got right now.
Got a call on the radio, and this guy says that there was a bag of diamonds worth millions and millions of dollars in the purser's safe.
I don't think Ted ought to go in the water again, no. Try telling Ted that.
We'll get a yellow crayon down there, and before the visibility goes to hell, go ahead and mark where you think some of this stuff is on the wall.
God damn it.
I'll stop.
You know, you got to say tomorrow's the end, or when Thursday's the end, or Friday's the end. What is the end of the project? Somebody's got to put a handle on that.
Steve, I got a feeling I'm close. Real close.
We know damn well we're within a few feet of that safe. We're already below the elevator shaft.
I know it's hard to give something up that you can really touch and smell and you want it, but what is more important is that we all get away from here in good health, and we don't need another safe.
Oh, Elga, please stop putting the fear and doom into all our hearts.
But it's not fear and doom. That's not what I'm saying, you know. I think that I'm making perfect sense. I think it's time to go home. What do you say?
Gimbal?
I fanned the fire till it went out of control. What started as a bold, romantic quest has turned into something stubborn and reckless. Tonight we all recognized it. Inside Mother, we've become so close we don't have to talk about it.
Good morning. What is the decision now?
The decision is that we stop today. We all agree. We were so close. It was just hard to let go. If we kept pushing the way we were, somebody was going to get hurt.
Wow, does that feel good? Because last night I was feeling just lousy about it. Because, how do you say, kill the messenger, right?
Kill the what?
Kill the messenger.
No, Elks. I love the messenger. We'll say a last goodbye to the Doria this morning. We'll head home.
Still got vino.
Yes. Yes, it has.
Broken.
What does it say? Italian. Richard Ginori. That's where it comes from.
Looking at the anchor. Bring her on up.
September 1st. The last of our 4 anchors is on board. The moor's broken. For the first time in 33 days, the sea level is free of the bottom. Homeward bound. The safe was trucked to the New York Aquarium at Coney Island. It had been sealed by U.S. Customs and would be opened later on a live television show. It was put into the shark tank. The safe began to discharge bubbles of methane and carbon dioxide. In this warm water, dormant bacteria had awakened. We transferred the safe into near-freezing water. The bacteria went back to sleep. At least they stopped eating whatever was inside the safe. Chubb & Son Limited sent their elite team from England to free the door of the safe so it could be opened on cue during the live television broadcast.
How many drones do we have, John? 45. Good.
We called them the SWAT team. They certainly had their work cut out for them. The door's 10 massive deadbolts were rusted solidly into the frame.
The bolts are moving. We're clear. We're clear of the frame.
The day before the live opening of the safe on television. A lot of hopes, a lot of fears, a lot of tension. The end of a long road.
Take that sign down while we're moving the safe in because it's going to get scratched.
Tomorrow morning. We need it for tomorrow. Yeah. I don't need anything tonight.
Final preparations. The host for the live television event is George Plimpton.
Peter, with the big moment coming up, there must be a recurrent nightmare that bedevils you.
I'll tell you what my nightmare is. My nightmare is those 90 or 100 days that safe sat in the warm water in the shark tank with those hungry little bacteria chomping ferociously on the paper inside, and who knows how much of it they ate.
We could open up the safe and there'll be nothing there but a few crumbs, so to speak.
Well, it won't be crumbs. I'm afraid it'll be goo.
Oh, dear. Well, how about a bag of diamonds?
That'd be fine. They don't eat diamonds.
They don't eat diamonds. There we are.
There were some very original guesses about what we'd find inside the safe. Jimmy Hoffa? Nixon's 18.5-minute gap? Or a great white shark?
Open. Why don't you tell? I'd like to know, and so would the...
Elga's thoughts on the safe were very different.
Just what your feelings are with this thing so close.
Well, on one end, I'm curious, as everybody else is. And on the other hand, it will be the end of a dream. And dreams are perfect. There's a side of me that would have liked to keep it closed forever.
I'm George Plimpton. Thank you for being with us, and welcome to the live television event of the year. What you're looking at is the first-class bank safe salvaged from the sunken Italian luxury liner Andrea Doria. Tonight, with you watching, it's going to be opened again. Now, will you break the seal here? All right, now we're going to have the opening here. Now this door weighs more than these three men put together.
Push it with your hands.
Okay, there. Oh, boy.
You got the balls?
Okay, got them in there?
Aquarium attendants. Let's get some muscle on this
Let's get some muscle and see if we can't get all the way up it.
There it goes. Come on. Okay.
Okay, we got it. All right. Well done. Well, as you can see, thunder and lightning has come to New York at the exact moment of the opening of the safe. We'll give you an update on what's going on.
Bundles of U.S. silver certificates floated up. After all, it wasn't just goo.
I'm haunted by the talk I had with Elga. We saw a tape of it earlier this evening. She told me that if she had her wish, the safe never would have been opened. Always keep your dream, that's what she said, and she's right. Dreams are perfect. The other point that should be made is the old maxim that it's the journey that counts, not reaching the destination. And what a wonderful journey Peter and Elga have given us. I'm George Plimpton. Thanks for being with us. And now I think we ought to celebrate with all these people. Come on up here and take a look at this thing.
We were happy, but we still didn't know what was at the bottom of the safe. The final chapter of the Andrea Doria had not been written yet.
Non avrei mai pensato di trovare quello che abbiamo trovato. E per quanto possa sembrare incredibile, a 10 ore di distanza dal momento in cui è stata aperta davanti a milioni di spettatori, la cassaforte continua a fornire tesori. Sembra
The morning after the show, on a sunny summer day with hardly anybody around, we finally discovered what was at the bottom of the safe.
Le ultime notizie.
United States silver certificates. More silver certificates. Bank checks. Traveler's checks. Key to change the safe's combination. More silver certificates. Secret bank codes. Traveler's checks. Lira notes. And more silver certificates. The bills just kept coming and coming. Then the conservators got to work. Glazer and Big Rig, Northeast Document Conservation Center, Andover, Massachusetts. Bultman, Conservator, Newton, New Jersey. Phippen and Peterson, Peabody Museum of Salem, Massachusetts. Wendelin, Conservation Center for Art and Historic Artifacts, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Martin, Conservator, New York City. None of the Italian bills from the Andrea Doria's safe are still in circulation. The helmeted woman on the face of this 50 lira banknote is Dea Roma, goddess of Rome. She was represented also on these 100 lira notes. In her helmet, you can see the legendary she-wolf, suckling Romulus and Remus, twin sons of Mars, founders of Rome. Silver certificates were not printed after 1963. They were replaced by Federal Reserve notes. They are still legal tender. This passenger must have used India ink. The signature on this traveler's check is perfectly crisp and clear. Among the banknotes of this Italian post-war series, the 1,000 lira is perhaps the most beautiful. This is the head of Medusa. In this medallion, you see one of the three graces reproduced from Botticelli's celebrated painting, La Primavera. It's difficult to imagine that these inks and papers withstood an immersion of 28 years in seawater. In the end, the Andrea Doria, my elusive and ironic lady, did come up with a treasure. It was entirely in character. She caught everybody by surprise, especially me.
Sunday on A&E Journeys, a young woman drives a team of Huskies in a grueling race across Alaska's frontier on Alaska's Great Race, the Susan Butcher story. And Monday on David L. Wolper Presents, biblical drama of Jesus' last days on Appointment with Destiny, the crucifixion of Jesus. Now stay tuned as Bert Convey hosts Improv Tonight, next.